Mrs. Toma here. Today we are going to be reviewing time. So, I have a clock over here, and the inside, so I have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Those are hours. Okay, so my hours are on the inside, and my minutes are out here on the outside. And we can skip count by fives for those. So right above the 12, it would just be 0, 0. Then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. So there are 60 minutes in an hour. However, we wouldn't say it's 12:60 o'clock. That's not how we tell time. We would just say it's 12 o'clock. So again, there's two hands on a clock. The short hand is the hour hand, and the longer hand is the minute hand. So we are going to practice telling time right over here. So I'm just going to make that bigger. All right, so our first one we have is we need to see where's my minute hand. I'm sorry, my hour hand. We'll start that off first. And then also when we write the time, the hour hand goes first. Then we have a colon, which are the two dots. And then we have the minutes that come next. That's how we keep time. So over here, the hour hand looks like it's by the 2, however, it has not passed the 2 yet. So it's still technically 1. And then the minute hand is over here by the 10, but we would not say it's 1:10. Remember, we need to skip count by fives. And if you look over here, right outside the 10 is the 50. So going back to my problem, this is pointing at a 50. So my hour hand is still in the 1 zone. It hasn't left the 1 zone yet. Once it passes the 2, then it would be in the 2 zone. So we're still in the 1 zone. And then my minute hand is at the 10. However, we have to skip count by fives. And that would be 50. So it is 1:50. Now moving on to this one, my hour hand is at the 3. Okay, so I could start off with my hour hand, write my colons, which are my two dots, and then look at my minute hand, and that's by the 12. However, we wouldn't say it's 3:12. We can reference this again. Right above the 12 is 0, 0. So going back to my problem, I would write this as 0, 0. So it's 3 o'clock. So I wouldn't say it's 3:60 o'clock. I would say it's 3 o'clock. That's how we would read that. Okay, my next one over here. We are looking at the hour hand first, and the hour hand, it hasn't passed the 4 yet, so it's still in the 3 zone. So the hour would still be in the 3 zone. Write my colons. And then again, it's by the 10, and just like how above in this problem, we said if we skip counted, that would land us at 50. So the minute hand is right by the 10, which is 50. So we would say it's 3:50, almost 4 o'clock. So remember, it's still in the 3 zone. It has not passed the 4. And then last one over here. Same thing. We're looking at the hour hand. It's right over here. It looks like it's by the 5. However, it hasn't officially passed the 5. So it would be 4. We would write my colons. looking at the minute hand, it's by the 9, and let's reference this again. 9 would be 45. So I'm going to go back to my problem, and I can write 45 here, and since it's pointing right at the 9, I would say it's 45. So this would be 4:45, almost 5, but the hour hand still hasn't passed the 5. It's still in the 4 zone. So that's why you need to be very mindful of looking at the hour hand to see what zone is it in. And then also remembering to skip count for your minutes and not to confuse the two. So let's go back to this one. So my hours are inside this clock, and these numbers that are out here are my minutes. So my minutes is what we skip count by 5s, and then my hours go up to 12. And then the shorthand is the hour hand, and then the longer hand is the minute hand. And the more practice that you do with telling time, the better that you become at it. So I hope this was just supposed to be a short review of time and how we were practicing that in school. So feel free to go through this video and then practice at home as well, just to keep getting better at telling time.